Drop it. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Drop the Digibomb TV. And in this episode, we're going to talk about how brands can leverage Pinterest, or as I like to say, pinning your brand. So for those of you who don't know, Pinterest is essentially a comprehensive wish list. It's a way for users to post pins and theme them by categories of things that they really love, things that they really want, or things that they have and they want to show off to the rest of the world. So it's very cool. You essentially set up these pin boards and then you post to them. So for example, if I'm really into geeky gadgets, while I surf the web and I come across cool, interesting gadgets, I can use a bookmarklet in my browser to pin a picture of that to my geeky gadget pin board, and then essentially it direct links back to the site where I pinned it from. So it's very cool. It has a little description and a great picture, and then other people can see that and they can go, that's really neat, and they can like it or repin it in one of their boards or Facebook it or tweet it or share it. It's great. So how does this translate for brands? Because brands can use this to drive traffic back to their corporate sites, back to their blogs, or back to a point of purchase, which is most important for the bottom line. So you can leverage Pinterest in a creative, unique way to build a community without ramming any kind of marketing or advertising down their throat, and show off some cool products and then direct link them right back to the purchase point of that product. It's awesome. So Pinterest is somewhat new, and like a lot of startups, it's spiked a lot of popularity very quickly. It's still streamlining a lot of its features, but it's come a long way, and it's a very cool social network, and it's unlike most social networks that I've ever seen. It bears similarity to some social bookmarking sites and media sharing sites, but it's still different, and I'm really excited, I'm sure just like the rest of the world and those who use Pinterest, to see where it's going. So I'm just going to show you a couple really quick examples of brands who have gotten on board and they're on Pinterest and they're using it to leverage their brand in some kind of a unique way. So let's take a look. So the first one I want to show you is Visit Aruba. I should actually go back to their main page. So this is the Visit Aruba. So this is a tourism site essentially, and a lot of tourism sites are getting on Pinterest, hotel chains, etc. And it's a great way to showcase beautiful things in your country or city or whatever it is that you're trying to get people to know about. So a great way to raise that brand awareness and build the hype and create a community around it. So here they're able to tell the story of Aruba, Aruba beaches, Aruba cocktails, people, food, sites, nature, weddings, some really interesting stuff. And when you see these pictures, they're beautiful. So if you weren't thinking about going to Aruba, you might now. And what's great is because it's got that whole community feel, is that you can repin from other users. So let's say I'm a tourist and I've been to Aruba and I took some really cool, beautiful shots while I was there, right? My vacation photos, and I put them up on Pinterest or I put them up on Flickr or my blog or whatever. Visit Aruba could pin that photo to one of their pin boards and show what people are doing when they're there too. So it's like, why visit Aruba? Check out what some of these people have done. So this is one really good example of driving traffic and building awareness. Let's take a look at another example. AMC theaters, great example. So here they've created some really interesting boards around specific movies. They've created around movie news, AMC videos, so like interviews with directors and actors or on the red carpet, trailers, cool movie stuff like abstract posters and designs. They've got a lot of really great stuff here. So movie culture, great for AMC theaters because it's a visual medium and it's a visual network. So this is an awesome way for them to take advantage of another social network and kind of showcase and broadcast that kind of movie culture and really be able to share it, and also be able to bring other users' content back into their boards, what people think and what people are talking about when it comes to movies, and specifically when it comes to AMC, to drive more traffic back to their theaters and to up ticket sales. So another really great example. Social media breakfast, not necessarily selling a product, but selling a culture, a lifestyle, a philosophy. So what they've got here is their backstory. Who's social media culture? So books that they recommend, pictures from their events, tech infographics. Another really great way that a different kind of brand is leveraging Pinterest. Here's another cool example, the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we're seeing more sports clubs get on to the whole Pinterest thing. And it's great for sports because people love seeing pictures of this kind of stuff. So in-game pictures. This is great. The Berg Board, you know what? They're proud to be a part of Pittsburgh. They're proud of their city. So not only are they showing off, hey, this is our team, and if you're a Pittsburgh fan, you're going to want to be a part of this. We also love our city, and here's some great stuff from our city. Classic Penguin moments, hockey moments from the fans. So photos from the fans. This is great. Pens fans, etc. Pens news. Really well done. Great way to build community. Time Magazine, obviously, done a great job. They're really good at curating content. And here's a perfect example of content creation and content curation here. So things like vintage time covers and current time covers, the Time 100, interviews, photography, reviews, etc. They've got a lot of boards, so they're spending a lot of time really trying to build and define this space and work with Pinterest to figure out, where it's all going and what people want and how people want to take advantage of it. But it's their magazine in a visual format online. They're also one of the few brands that I've seen to actually brand their page where it's like Time on Pinterest. They've made it very obvious this is the Pinterest community for Time. So not only are we building this community here for Time magazine lovers, we're building it for those of you who are on Pinterest if you want to contribute and get involved. Very cool, very clever. Children's Hospital, this one's in Phoenix. Really, kudos. Good to see healthcare initiative on board, getting involved in Pinterest. There's some great stuff here showing what their hospital looks like, products that you might need for your infants, things for homeless people, toys, gluten-free foods. Very cool. You can see that they're still new to this and they're just kind of starting to feel it out and build their boards, but still great, good information. Excited to see where this is going to go. New York Public Library. I love this. I'm so happy they're on here. It's unfortunate that today people don't read as much as they should and they don't go to libraries as much as they should. The younger generation only knows the internet when it comes to this kind of stuff. So being able, New York Public Library being able to take all that great culture and art and history and put it online for the people is amazing. So they've got pictures of the day and they've got history here and genealogy and science and photos and current events. This is awesome. They've done a really, really great job of leveraging that community and driving traffic back to their site and hopefully getting people back into the library and getting them excited about coming in those doors again. Brick and mortar, awesome. Starbucks. Why not? This is a great place. Talk about coffee culture. I drink coffee. I'm online. Why not take a look at some really cool coffee stuff? So things like coffee moments, foods you might eat while you're having your coffee, coffee DIY, inspiring spaces, beautiful objects I might use. This is the coolest one here, coffee roots, telling the story, the backstory behind the coffee, how it got to the Starbucks and in your mug. So this is also really, really cool, the grassroots approach. They've done a great job here. Mashable. Well, these guys rarely do anything wrong, and they've done this right, and I'm following all of their boards, and it's incredible the stuff they've got here. They've essentially taken their site, made it visual, and dumped it onto Pinterest, and they've done a really good job. Tech gadgets, humor, infographic, tips and tricks. I love this one. Linking out to some really cool tutorials and tips and tricks, written tutorials, video tutorials, all kinds of stuff. It's really, really awesome, and I really love what they've done here, and they're really, really feeling the space out and defining it well. Etsy. If there was ever a brand that should be on Pinterest, this is the one, right? About product placement, showing products in a beautiful way and getting people to buy those products and bringing them right back to point of purchase. So driving traffic, driving sales. So well done. Gift ideas, Etsy weddings, stuff we love, recipes, kids, etc. And they've got a lot of boards, a lot of curating going on here. They must have somebody on board full time, similar to like the New York Public Library and Mashable. They really understand this space and they're really taking advantage of it. This one's really unique. ISU Bookstore. Kudos, man. A university getting on board, doing something really neat like this. But what's interesting is it's from the point of view of the bookstore, not the university. Because where are you going to buy products? In the bookstore. So this is great. And they've got stuff like things you'd want in your dorm. Books, obviously, clothes, stuff about the university. So again, telling the story and building a community, they're saying, hey, and also, here's some beautiful pictures of the campus. Here's some alumni. Here's stuff in Iowa. We're proud to be Iowans. Foods, etc. Also, really great job reaching out to the community engagement, bringing it back. Done so well. I love it. Really great job. Here's a local company here in Montreal, Bizet, online auction company, also doing a great job of representing their brand. So they sell products online, or they auction off products online. So here are the products they auction off, but the community aspect is also what I really dig. Be a winner. Here's winners from the point of view of winners. The Bistro, this is great. I guess they have some kind of fancy restaurant in their offices, and daily they upload photos of food that the staff is eating there. I really love that. It's cool, it's unique, it's fun. Behind the scenes, which is kind of a similar thing. What's going on in the kitchen, what people are cooking up. The many faces of Zid, I guess that's their mascot or their logo. Well done. Ice.com, another local Montreal company. They sell jewelry online, and again, like the Etsy, it's perfect. POP, right back to point of purchase. So creating pin boards around gift ideas and stylish moms, rings, wedding details, etc. Beautiful photos, great product that people want to repin and like and share, and then bring them back to a place where they can then buy it. This one, this is great, Red Bull. So now we're looking more at the brands that are really understanding the philosophy and the grassroots and the community, where they're telling a story, and it's not as much about the product as it is about the company, who they are, what they do, and why you should be a part of that company's community and culture. So, if you don't know Red Bull, I don't know what to say. Look them up, but this is all about the Red Bull campaign here. They've got some great stuff. Yes, they got product stuff, but they got things like wings in weird places. Give wings to your heart. Give wings to flying high, to your clothes, to your body. It's well done, and it showcases what they want people to be doing with their products. So, for example, and I love this, they're all about how their drink gives energy, and you should be active and get out there and you should do stuff. Give wings to your body. This is awesome. And they're showing pictures of people doing things like yoga and stuff. And when you click on these images, it doesn't go back to Red Bull. It doesn't go back to their blog. It doesn't go back to a place to buy it. It goes back to that yoga site. So it's a shout out to the community saying, hey, we appreciate you for using our product. This is what we want people to be doing with our product, and we're sending them your way. You know what I mean? Well done. And then the last brand I'm going to show you here is Coca-Cola, in the same vein as Red Bull. Coca-Cola's campaign recently is all about moments of happiness and sharing those moments with other people, and they've done a really great job of visualizing that here on Pinterest. So be together, be active, be giving, be in the moment, keep discovering, and they've got some beautiful collateral here, pictures of all of this stuff that really tells the story about Coca-Cola. So, Pinterest is still really new, like I said, and, you still need to apply to become a member, but, basically everybody does. They get back to you right away, but they're still feeling it out. There's still things they need to add. So I don't have any hard stats or hard numbers on the bottom line, how the bottom line's actually affected for these brands, but what I can tell you is traction is pretty high for a lot of people getting on Pinterest. So they get repins and likes and stuff very quickly and follows very quickly. So now's the time to get on board on something new and something cool. It's going to be big. So in a nutshell, that's Pinterest. If you're a brand, explore it, check it out. Hopefully this has motivated you or inspired you to figure out a way you can creatively define your own space on Pinterest. And if you're an individual, it's just another really great way to share stuff that you love. So that's this episode of Drop the Digibomb. Follow me at Digibomb on Twitter. I'll see you on the flip side. And in the next episode, who knows what we'll talk about.